so here he is out of the blue corner, the #1 heavyweight contender fighting for the title here tonight. Daniel Cormier has 8 championship belts at home. Do you remember, though, the nerves for your first UFC title fight?
It's the most overwhelming thing you've ever felt in your entire life. You are sitting in the back waiting for that moment where you get an opportunity to go chase something greater than yourself. So many people have played a part in getting this man to this spot. How does he deliver? How does he not let anyone down? How does he ultimately become the champion of the world? This is a big spot for him. He is so excited to try and become the man.
Well, self-belief is a powerful thing. He has long thought that he is the best heavyweight in the world. Tonight, he gets a chance to prove it. All right, here he is, the undisputed baddest man on the planet, the UFC heavyweight champion. And man, does he have all the confidence and the self-belief that comes with that distinction.
Yeah, when you're the baddest man on the planet, you are confident. You have to be a bit arrogant, a bit cocky. And that's what this guy has. He has been here on so many different occasions. This is like another night in the office, but you can never tell by the way that he prepares. When you watch him prepare, he treats every one of these defenses as if it's the first time he's fighting for a UFC championship.
No, you put that well. He has had that patented intensity about him this week, trying to occupy some head space in the challenger. Huge heavyweight title fight is upon us. Won't be long now, folks. All right, all the hype gives way to the action here. Both fighters have now touched down on the canvas, and we are ready to go from the Mecca, Madison Square Garden, here in New York, New York. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Mickey Gall. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, the Korean Superboy,
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. All right, round 1 is underway. Here is the outstanding striker, the conditioned Do-Ho Choi. The majority of his pro wins have come by knockout. They have come in round 1. We'll see how it goes for Do-Ho Choi here tonight. Oh, nice job to land the straight punch there. Must be nice to have that kind of reach advantage, DC. I know you can't necessarily relate. There's an effective counter with a straight punch. And again, he's got the reach advantage that has certainly helped him manage distance here tonight.
Real quick leg kick.
Oh, he's got hand skills for days. Beautiful combination of punches to the head. There's that body shot.
What a beautiful leg kick that landed there.
All right, so the BJJ fighter told us in the fighter meeting the clinch was going to be his best friend, and he engages the boxer in the clinch here early. That's a pretty good sign.
He knows that there is still danger there, but he also understands that he can get takedowns from this position. So getting in tight allows for him to feel more comfortable as he tries to figure out how he's going to proceed in this fight. Nice looping punch.
Frantic pace early on to this one.
Great block there.
Oh, and he lands another counter strike here. He has landed several in this round. And if you are a counter-striking stylist, you can do worse than watching this guy compete. Beautiful job defensively, head movement, foot movement, and ultimately finding a home for these counter shots repeatedly in this round. Oh, now gets an underhook to get a more dominant position. Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking these shots. The chin is tucked, the hands are high. Pretty good job defensively thus far.
Great job defensively. He's seeing everything coming. Oh, nice. Nice.
The Korean Superboy gets caught with that punch. His chin is held up thus far. Gotta shore up the defense here, though. That is a high-level transition to half guard, and now in a position to do a lot of damage.
Watch him sit back on the leg and land big ground and pound.
Making all these shots count. All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles. Beautiful ground strikes landed.
Referee brings the fight back to its feet. No surprise there. Needed to see more action. Just over 2 minutes to go in round one.
Very fast jab lands for him. He's got great kicks also. He needs to be throwing more kicks in this fight. He hasn't thrown many at all.
Wow, what a kick! In half guard. Back to the stand-up now, both fighters upright. Well, at this point, he is really timing things out well. It looks like he'll try to set up another combination of counter strikes here. He'll try to bait his opponent in and ultimately use that over-aggressiveness against him.
Oh, nice double change. He's setting up a sub attempt.
Oh, he's got the arm in tight. Defense holds up, he gets out.
He said that he was ready for everything that would be thrown at him. In that position, he showed that and proved it.
All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Gold. Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here.
Another strike gets through from the top position. Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by the Korean Superboy. Final seconds here of round one. All right, so he gets back to his feet after that extended battle on the ground, and the crowd is loving it.
The crowd's going crazy because they appreciate high-level mixed martial arts, and that's exactly what you just got.
All right, buddy. Sit down, relax, breathe, okay? You gotta suck it up this round. You're not tired. I want you to go out there, and I want you to get this takedown.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides here.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. All right, here we go with our next round. His opponent is going to need some Motrin later tonight. How about all those strikes to the head he absorbed in the previous round?
Oh, he jumped guillotine right away. That guillotine is very tight.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Submission defense is a powerful thing. Offense keeps going for it. Defenders held up every step of the way.
Yeah, the defense has done a great job just making sure he leaves nothing long, no submission attempts, even when they get him. He continues to stay calm and patient, and he's defending these submissions.
All right, so how about this? The BJJ fighter just continues to land at will on the feet, not necessarily the way you drew it up today, Chief.
No, watching these two fight in preparation, you don't expect to see this playing out in front of you. The jiu-jitsu fighter normally is chasing takedowns, but he must have seen something in his opponent that is allowing him to get this type of success on the feet. He looks like he is evolving as a fighter, and that is very good for him and his team to see.
Oh, looks like he's going for an armbar here. How tight is that? Oh, looks like he's got that submission locked in.
Starting to get deep. Oh, he's submitted!
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Standing over his opponent here and making these strikes count. Beautiful sequence there by Choi. Oh, huge ground strike there. I can see the Cutman's actually getting excited.
He's got to be careful here.
Oh, what a moment there as they make their way back to the feet. Crowd may be drunk, but they're absolutely right.
Yeah, the crowd loves the stand-up fight. So all that grappling wasn't what they wanted to see. They're back up on their feet now, and they're popping for it. They're excited.
So a much different approach from him here in round two. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round two.
Big double leg level change.
Nicely done.
Oh, now he's going to find himself in a little more danger.
And he's back up. Able to block the punch there. Champ starting to see some swelling upstairs now.
Well, he's taking way too many shots to the head. You got to move your head. You cannot be on a straight line. Otherwise, you will take shots, and that shot and those shots leads to your face starting to swell.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Oh, nice.
And a miss with the right hook.
Beautiful connection lands. Fighting long is the key.
Single leg takedown. Choi's in half guard. Inside the closed guard now. Oh, he's going for his arm now.
What a tight arm bar.
Oh, he's out. The fight's gonna continue.
Oh my goodness, I thought it was over. I thought this fight was over.
Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but there's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Well, until his opponent adjusts, you might as well keep going with it as he continues to land a high volume of strikes in this one, DC.
Well, you don't want to be stuck on your feet with a boxer of this caliber. This guy's too good. And as you see his opponent looking lost, this is what you expect. He is that good in this singular skill. You got him 4-ounce gloves. Take this dude down. Don't box him. He's too good at it.
Oh, huge pop from the crowd as the fighters get back up to their feet. I mean, you and I love a good grappling match, but these fighters came to see knockouts.
Yeah, the fans came to see them knock each other out, and that's what they're going to get. All the grappling was beautiful to watch, John, but ultimately, it is the striking that people show up for.
Oh, looks like he's got the arm isolated.
He's got it.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, they attend to the fighter on the stool. And I guess if you are going to be cut open, cheek ain't a bad place for it.
Yeah, it's the best spot, right? You never want to be cut. You never want to be bleeding. But if it's on the cheek, it's as good of a spot as it can be. But you still got to do something different, though, because even though the blood isn't going in your eye, every time you get hit there, it's horrible.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. All right, next round is underway, and if you look at these two guys in between rounds, it looks like they've barely broken a sweat. Both with good resting heart rates, stamina still very high, and you just have to laud the efforts of these guys in training. Both men certainly noted cardio specialists, but incredible that they would have this much in the tank after 10-plus minutes of fighting. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Gall.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Gall's in half guard.
Oh, into the mouth.
Ground and pound, the hammer. Mark Coleman would be proud. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. Gall's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
Uppercut lands. All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and he's starting to show itself.
All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control, because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
A lot of top pressure being applied here.
Change of the position.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Choi. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position up the bottom.
Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of... Oh, he's got his back. Under 90 seconds to go. All right, half guard for him here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to use his ground and pound. Build a base, posture up, throw big strikes, get back to position, build posture again, throw big strikes, and just really wear him down with a really secure position in half guard.
Let's go. We got a scramble here.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Really good job to land these strikes from top position. Oh, another strike lands from the top.
Beautiful transition.
All right, side control now. Gall's right back to the full mount. Back mount now. Well, this is some serious pressure from the top by Gall. 20 seconds left. Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. These ground strikes are starting to add up. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Gall ground and pound from half guard. He is making these shots count. All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship round.
We're losing this one. You listening to
All
me?
right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up. All right, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round as they attend to that pretty nasty cut in his eye area.
You got to lock in defensively, man. You cannot be out there just fighting. His opponent is too high level to try to fight him with his ego. Now he's dealing with a nasty cut over his eye. Why do you need another thing to manage when you already got one of the best fighters in the world in front of you?
You ready to fight? Ready.
4th round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. 4th round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about this championship round.
The 4th round is easily the hardest round in fighting. You're so used to fighting up to 3. You got to get back off that stool, and this is a real test of your will and desire to win a fight. There it is. Now he's on the mount. He's got to be careful here. Using a lot of good movement.
Well, he's got his back now. Gall's really pressing now. And he's got his opponent's belly flat on the mat. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Gall's back in half guard. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control.
That was nice.
And now he's got the back. All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here.
He passes to half.
Gall's back to the side control now.
I mean, at this point, you just have to do something. You know, you have to maybe start trying to pull guard, grab him, pull him into you to try to change it and get him in your realm where you have the advantage.
Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Choi's in half guard now. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Under 3 minutes to go in round 4. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission. Oh, he passes to half guard now. And he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
Good movement defensively here on the ground by the Korean Super Bowl.
Gotta be careful here.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Gall. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch is starting to land from the top position.
Gall's back in full mount. Print the shirts, ground and pound. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one.
Oh, nice.
All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard. He passes to half guard. Now he's going full mount.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out. Just go for the finish.
I need you to move, scramble.
This is a terrible position.
All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound.
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter. It's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. Oh, big pop from the crowd as they get back to their feet after a pretty scintillating grappling battle there on the ground.
Well, it's an educated crowd, John. They appreciated all the grappling exchanges and how skilled both of these men are.
10 seconds to go in round 4.
Oh, guillotine here.
Oh, that Achilles is tight.
Good job by the champ there. Slide back out.
Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4, 20 minutes in the books.
All right, take a seat, bud. Listen, we're down on the scorecards. I need you to fight smart. If you start losing the stand-up battle, I want you to look for the takedown, okay?
All right, let us get you some replays from the damage in that previous round. Perhaps we can even isolate the shot that opened the cup.
I mean, just some big shots landed over the course of that round. And he wasn't responsible defensively. He was trying to tough out way too many situations. You can't do that when you're fighting a guy like this. If he doesn't change something, he's going to find himself in trouble.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, 5th and final round. All right, next round is underway. He really did a nice job defensively in the previous round. You're not always winning with defense in MMA, but the crowd was oohing and eyeing as he moved that head off the side.
I mean, it was defensive. Brilliant. I mean, just the ability to move, to roll his shoulders, to get his hands up and block his head as his opponent was trying to attack him was a sight to behold. It was a thing of beauty to watch a guy with such a vast understanding of defensive fighting.
Lands another strike to the body here, really starting to connect on a lot of strikes to the midsection here in the latter stages of this fight.
He's going guillotine. Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
Take them out here. He's got to be careful here.
Choi's able to flatten him out. This could be real trouble now.
Nice transition. This is where he wants to be.
Well, he's on his back, but he's moving his head on the ground pretty well defensively. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground.
Nice shots landing from the top position.
And there it is, another strike. Gets through on the ground. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. All right, setting up for a finish here. Ooh, that looks tight.
Looks like it's getting tight.
Oh, he's out of danger.
Great submission defense. He's able to take his arm out and stay safe. That was a slick transition.
Lands with the ground and pound here. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure.
In the half guard. Nice shot lands from the bottom.
Lands with the ground and pound. Choi's right back to the full mount here. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
90 seconds now to go in this one. Nice positional control here. Oh, the ground and pound is coming. Good movement to avoid some of that power coming back. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Gold.
Scramble and go! Scramble and go!
1 minute to go in the fight. Takes his back now.
Oh, right into mount. Oh, he got to the spot.
Pretty athletic off his back to avoid that strike from the top.
Keep those hands high. Posture up, let's work.
20 seconds to go in the fight.
Push him off, push him off.
Good, solid strike on the ground.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Gall's back in full mount. Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter. Well, what a title fight it was. What a showcase it was for this division. But at the end of the day, the champion just did a little bit more, and you got to think he gets the nod, right?
I believe it was the championship experience that allowed him to push through in those spots that he needed to in order to keep his championship. I agree with you, J.A. I think he keeps his belt.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 49-46. For the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, the Korean Superboy, Do-Ho Choi.
Do-Ho Choi is the name, ladies and gentlemen. A huge win for the Korean Superboy here tonight. And this is a kid who is just getting started. A scary